Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And I want to say Shalom to Akbanakwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This is a kind of a rehash of a lesson I was working on not yesterday, but today, and scrapped it and kept some of the concepts. So this one's titled "Esau is a untrustworthy snake," or it should be is an untrustworthy. Esau is an untrustworthy snake, and in short, without going too much into it, what I want to try to figure out how to rehash it. But yeah, so there was a Reddit post, that brought some things to my attention earlier about just, certain Edomite things. The guy was wrong on some aspects, and some aspects was just he went, a little bit too overboard with it. And basically about a guy that basically went over his boss's head and went, straight to HR. But there were some things in there that were just weird. And I just decided to scrap it all entirely because, I didn't want to say anything incorrect. But, there was definitely some weird stuff with it. But what we're getting taken out of it is just with Esau. Esau has a desire, a love, however you want to say it, for usurping, all right? And going above and beyond and trying to put themselves in a position of power and pretty much at all times, right? And that's why you'll see things that Edomites will do is they'll go over their boss's head about it. Say if there's like a coworker that's doing something, they won't tell their boss about it. They'll just go straight to HR and they'll say, well, they were behaving like this and my boss didn't do anything about it, right? And they never even spoke with the boss, so how could the boss ever do anything about it, all right? And the other situation being that they're always going to try to find a way to play favorites, or if there's a situation where they can possibly get you in trouble so they can take your position, they will in fact do that as well. And that's why you always got to be careful with these devils, man, because they will try to find things that you've done, things that you've said, ways that you've acted, and they will try to, not necessarily just bring those up with your boss. They'll do that as well, but they might even try to go to HR to try to make a bigger fuss about it, right? Say they're going to do this or they're going to do that and try to make the biggest issue that they possibly can make about it. And that's why, as the title says, Esau is an untrustworthy snake. And you can't trust them. You can't have, so where I want to say have faith, definitely can't have faith in them. You can't trust them not to try to screw you over at any point in time. Even if you think they're a nice person, even if you think they wouldn't do those types of things, you can't ever get comfortable around an Edomite. That's the better one. Call all Yahweh Shai. That's what I was going for. You can't get comfortable around an Edomite. You can't let your guard down completely because they could try to, snitch, snake, rat at any point in time and cause issues for you. And that could eventually end up even leading to the loss of your employment with that company. So the first scripture I want to go ahead and get is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10 through 12. And it reads, in verse 10, it says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So our main predominant enemy, all right, in this truth is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And we are not to trust him. You can't trust him. He's a devil. And as it says down here at the bottom, it says, "As iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And iron, when it rusts, it doesn't start repairing itself. It gets worse and worse and worse. And, you see these trucks sometimes, back on, in the back of the truck or wherever. And you'll actually you can see right through the back of the truck because a rust is eating a hole in it. And that's how Esau's get. It only gets worse and worse and worse. It's not going to get better. They're not going to change, right? And here in verse 11, it says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him." And that humbling is not really a true humbling. They have the appearance of humbling themselves. Oh, I try to, I'm just a guy. But at the end of the day, then they come up with a bunch of proud statements right after it, right? Let me grab a drink real quick. So yeah, they'll try to humble themselves For example, one of the things that my boss said to a customer was that he was a recovering narcissist. And meanwhile, he just does narcissistic shit all the time. He'll try to act bigger and better, be like, oh, well, I'm so much better at this. If they put me in this position, I'd be able to do it for sure because I'm so much better. Always talking about how good he is. That's not recovering narcissist. That's just a narcissist. All right? So he tries to humble himself, but it doesn't work out. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. So if you're wiping a looking glass, is like a magnifying glass or like a telescope or many different ways, a glass that you look through, right? And it's blurry at first. If you wipe it, you'll uncover everything about it, all right? And if you take heed, all right, as the Bible warns you to, and you say, okay, Edomite's this type of person, it's going to be like you wiped a looking glass. If you understand this person's the devil, you're going to be able to see all the, for example, not to cut my own self off in the middle of a sentence, but I just remembered something. You got these conservative Edomites, all right, these Trumpy Edomites, and one of the things that they say is, if you're constantly looking for racism, you're going to find it. And they try to use that as like a disparaging term, like, oh yeah, well, if you're looking for it, of course you're going to always find the bad in everything. If you're looking for it, you're going to find it. And you don't realize that how fucking stupid of a saying that really is. If you're going to look, you're going to find it. Yeah, you want to know why you're going to find it if you look for it? Because it's there. All right? Oh yeah, well, yeah, I don't have any cereal at my house, but if I go looking through the cupboards, yeah, I might find some. See how stupid that sounds? Yeah, because it's there. You have it. All right, but that's the thing. They try to cover it up, and they try to look and they try to find it in every little thing. Of course, you're going to find little things if you keep on looking for it everywhere. Well, here's the thing: if you put here's an example with the police. Yeah, if this guy's innocent. Sure, if you keep on looking at him, the things that make him guilty are going to pop up. That's why they put you under an eye like that when they interrogate you at a police office. Every little thing. Where were you with this time? What about this time between this time? Who were you with? What were you doing? Were you out? What car were you driving? What were you doing? You were shopping? What were you shopping for? Did you buy anything? How many things did you buy? What store was it at? Do you remember what time you checked out at? Do you remember what the cashier looked like? Do you remember this? Well, after that, where'd you leave? Were you at this stoplight and this stoplight? And after that, where did you go? Did you go straight home or did you go somewhere else? Why are they doing that? They're just trying to build a criminal. No, they're trying to see where you were at these times to see if your story adds up. All right? So, yeah, you put someone under a watchful eye. So, yeah, when you have Esau under this looking glass, at first, if you don't have him, it's you're not going to see anything. But you put him under that looking glass, I know what type of devil this is. I know his tricks, his plans, his little craftiness that he tries to do. Right? And as the scriptures say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, roughly paraphrasing. When you are not ignorant of, his devices and you're watching him under a close eye, a close watch, you will start to see the things that he does. They'll start popping out. You'll see him. You will see him. And it says right here, 12, this is the big thing especially with jobs. All right, if you have a job, an Edomite coworker, watch the fuck out with these Edomite coworkers, man. Watch out, okay? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou that the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Okay? And pricked is, being upset. You're going to hear these words like, damn, man. I should have listened, right? Or, man, what happened, man? I should have been more careful, right? And that doesn't mean every Edomite's going to do that, right? There's been Edomites that have been at the job and were cool, never tried to fuck me over or anything like that. And there's been Edomites that did try to do those things, right? Most notably, the biggest one wasn't an Edomite. It was they were still of that line of Esau, but they were an Amalekite, all right? Fucking filthy little small-hatted little rat-nosed freak, right? And, 1948er, you know who it is. So, the fake us's, right? And, that's just how it goes, man. They some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them are chiller, some of them are not. All right, and some of those cool Edomites that you drop, they might not be Edomites. All right, some of those cool so-called, as you would call them, he's an Edomite, but he's cool. If he's super cool, he might not be an Edomite. He might not be a Jake either, mind you, but he might not be an Edomite. Could be another nation. Other nations are generally cooler than Esau. All right, they don't try to do that shit as much. So he could be another nation. She could be another nation. That could be a Moabite. That could be not a Moabite, because Moab is like the second right there under Esau. Of course, Amalek as well, but they're snaky. They're the type of ones that Moab, the Asians, all right, Moab is the so-called Chinese. They are the type that will try to, throw you under the bus so they can get ahead. Absolutely. For the most part, they will try to do that. But that's really an Edomite thing, and really it's a lot of the heathen nations, but you don't see that a lot with, Ishmael, right? You don't see it a lot with Ammon, all right? Ishmael's the so-called Arabics. Ammon's the so-called Japanese. You don't really see it, because the Chinese, they will scam to get into their positions. The Japanese, they have more of a code of ethics, of honor. They have more honor. They want to earn what they did. They don't want to be just given it to it easy because they, fuck someone over. That's the one thing I'll give the Japanese, is that a lot of their culture is rooted with honor. All right, is that you can't do something else because that would be dishonorable, or you could dishonor your family. All right, you could give the family a bad name, okay, which is a thing that can happen, but you don't really think about that these days. But that's it's the same way with Israel. With you wouldn't want your daughter being a whore. That would dishonor you. That would dishonor your family. You'd be like, oh man, because now you're known as the family with the whore daughter, right? But you don't really think about that in America, dishonoring your family. Or like your seed line, damn near. They don't really think about that. But yeah, if you had you think, oh yeah, his son's gay, whatever. Man, if I had a gay son, man, I'd be ashamed. He would be dishonoring me. He'd be doing me a disservice, because now everywhere I go, I'm known as the guy with the faggy son, right? Or the whore ass daughter. That's not something, And I get it, I'm not that, but it's like, damn man, did you even parent your kids? What the fuck happened? And shit does happen. All right, shit happens. These kids at the end of the day are going to do what they want to do. But that's how the world thinks it. Like, oh, what did you do? You must not have been a very good parent then, or so-and-so, right? It's like, oh, fuck, now I got to deal with this sassy-ass, fucking fruity-ass, zesty-ass son, all right, and this harlotous-ass daughter, right? That would be terrible, man. Imagine if you got both, a gay son and a whore daughter. Oh, my God, you'd lose your mind. All right, I'd never want to be seen out with them in public ever. Honestly, I'd just cut the ties right then and there. I say, yeah, you're gonna have to go with someone else. I don't know. If you got to go to the store, I'm gonna hire a babysitter or something. They're gonna have to take you out. I can't be seen with y'all. It ain't gonna work. I can't go out like that. I can't. Here it is. I can't, man. Imagine walking through the store. You have your daughter she's got her tits out, wearing some booty short. Hey, flirting with the cashier and everything. Meanwhile, your son's doing the same thing. Hey, except with a male cashier. No. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Will not have it. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even know what to do. Honestly, brothers and sisters, I would not know what to do. I would not be prepared for that in my life. I'd be like, damn, the Most High must be punishing me for something I did, because I got this zesty-ass son and this crazy-ass fucking whore of a daughter. Can't do this. Cannot do it. So, cannot. Bear with me or grab a drink. So, yeah, man. Anyway, that's a rant over. But, yeah, man, it's Japanese people, they have that sense. They have some sense about, man, if you do that, you're going to dishonor your family. Yeah, if you do that, it's not, your family's going to look bad, man. You're going to be known as the family with the fag daughter or the fag daughter, that too. The harlot daughter and the fag son. Who would want to be known as that, man? You don't want to be known as that. God damn. I'd rather be known as damn near, hell, I don't even know. You damn near rather, it's still it's witchcraft, it's wicked, just the same, it's a sin punishable, worthy of death. But you'd almost rather have a drug addict kid, honestly. Damn near. You almost would rather, I don't know, because at least it's like, well, yeah, he's on drugs. I don't know, fucking, he fucked up, man. He's a fuck up, whatever. That you have to go around, and I don't know. Anyway, back on topic though. Going on a little rant there. These Edomites, they're crazy. All right, they don't. Speaking of going back on honor, Edomites have no honor, right, at all. They don't care. Like as the scripture talks about, they will just throw you under the bus to get ahead. They don't give a shit. They don't give a single care. There's no honor with them. No honor with an Edomite at all. They will, if a lot of these rich people or any of the, if they told you have to stab this person and then you'll become a billionaire, you know how many people would do it? They would do it instantly. They would do it. And you say, you would do it too? No, I wouldn't. I would not do it. You want to know why? Because I have integrity. I'm not going to fucking destroy myself because for some paper money that has white people on it, all right? Some Edomite engraven artwork paper. Well, you can buy anything you want. Cool. All right? Can't buy my salvation. So let's go ahead and get Psalms 1 and 18 and 8 down through 9. And it says, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. And this is just going to the fact of the matter. Look, you can't put your trust in man that he's going to, anything, man, that he's going to save you, he's going to help you, that he's not going to fuck you over. Man, you shouldn't even really be trusting these regular jakes at your job that they want to fuck you over, man. There's certain people you'll know, hey, this guy probably won't fuck me over. But it's never 100%. You never know, man. If trouble was on the table, would they try to throw and be like, oh no, it was because of him, or he told me this? Probably. They probably would try to save their ass, right? They probably would try to save their ass. So, who knows? But that's why it's better to trust in the Lord, because the Lord's not going to wrong you, right? Men will all day long. Men will all day long, especially Edomite men. Even Jake, man. Even Jake will do some treacherous shit. They will absolutely do whatever. Do anything, man. They do anything for clout, just as we got yesterday. They'll do anything for clout. All right, you got to realize, you got to think about the Hollywood. All right, Hollywood. These dudes, people like Diddy, they're fucking kids, fucking animals, dudes fucking dudes, women getting turned out just for some fame. That's selling out. That is selling out. They will do that just for money. For money. They will do it for money. It's disgusting. But they will do it for money. They'll do it for fame. They'll do it for the limelight. They'll do it for the limelight. All right? They'll do it for the clout. And they will do anything for clout. They absolutely will. So this is Proverbs 26 and 27. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. So just know that if you're one of these dudes, all right, that tries to go and dig a pit and say, oh, I'm going to do this so he can fall in it, and then I'm going to look better. I'm going to look like the better employee, and then I'm going to get promoted. He's going to get demoted. Look, there's this guy at my job, a stupid, filthy little Asian guy. Don't need to get the video instantly taken down, right? I hate his fucking guts, man. I hate his fucking guts, man. I wish some terrible, heinous shit would happen to him. Absolutely. And look, I haven't even cursed him that much. And you can curse before I eat my. Oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can call downfall upon your enemies. Yes, you can. It doesn't say that you can't do that anywhere. All right, show me the scripture. Show me, right? Because you won't find it, because you're not in the Bible. You can't even define right now. Saying you can't sin. Oh, Andrew said shit. That's a bad word. You can't say those things. Cool. Right now, in your mind, go ahead and define what sin is. What is sin? What is sin? All right. What is sin? You don't know. You're looking it up now, right? Because you don't know what it is off the top of your head. You don't know. And also, there's so many other things that you don't know on top of that, right? You don't know what a Gentile is either. You're going to go for one definition of Gentile. You don't know. Because you have no idea. Because you're too busy with some controversial, fucking faggy-ass, fucking emotional-ass bullshit, man. You know, those feminine Christians, all right? Which all Christians are feminine in general. But, man, you got some real feminine ones, some effeminate-ass Christians. And remember, Lord doesn't like effeminate people either, all right? Nor effeminate, all right, shall inherit the kingdom, all right? Roughly paraphrasing. Effeminate, all right? You're a man acting like a woman, okay? And it goes the other way, too. A woman acting like a burly, masculine man. What you gonna do, huh? These studs. We don't want none of that around. Get from around us. But just know, you Edomites, if you're the type of guy that's gonna dig a pit. Oh, Slacky, back to the point. This Asian guy at my job. Look, I haven't even cursed him or anything like that, hardly. I think maybe a couple times. But look, I had my old manager. She was a complete cunt, complete bitch. All right, hated her guts. I think I cursed her a couple times. She eventually left. All right, eventually left. All the people that she promoted that I also hate, gone, left. All right, all the people that I like and people that I enjoy now are there. All right, people that I have personally had a hand in hiring. All right, And guess what? There's no drama in the workplace. There is a little bit, but you want to know why? It's because of that one Asian guy, all right? And this one guy that's immature, he's 40 and he acts like he's 10 because he's emotionally fucking 10. I don't like him either, but that's because he's friends with this Asian guy. And they're the only two friends that are close. Everybody else really doesn't like these guys and talk shit about them, okay? My boss doesn't even like them, all right? And we'll talk shit about those two, all right? Only to me, not to them, all right, obviously. But he's like, that stays between us. But the one guy, he's not too intelligent. And then the other Asian guy, he's terrible at his job and is incompetent and looking into demotion. That's where we're getting to at this point. Is, this Asian guy with the previous manager had a kind of a crush on him, liked him. When she left, so all of his favoritism, he got promoted to manager before me, even though I was the one that trained him and I was there before him, all this type of stuff, right? Now that she left, he doesn't have that favoritism. All the managerial tasks that he's doing, because he's one of the management team, and it took me forever to get to that point. All right, he got like that because of favoritism, right? And he doesn't have that favoritism anymore. He gets in trouble for slacking off and the things that he doesn't do. Meanwhile, me, generally on average, I don't do a whole lot. It would be considered slacking off. All right, and hey, call all you how bash me how shy. The Lord has these guys turn a blind eye to it. All right, my boss does not care. Hey, at the end of the day, as long as we're passing certain reports and stuff and we're hitting it, does not matter. Could not care if I stand and go on my phone all day. All right, as long as I don't get caught by corporate, does not care. Not a single shit given. Right. Meanwhile, this Asian guy, it's not going so well for him. And you want to know why? It's because I, personally, I'm not bigging myself up and I'm not being proud. I'm just saying, me as a person, I'm not going to throw someone down under the fucking bus to try to get ahead. I'm not going to do that, okay? I will call out behavior, all right? But I'm not going to try to make shit up. If they're like, if I'm like, this guy's not doing his job, all right? Because if it's fucking me over, yeah, I'm going to call you out. It's not throwing you under the bus. If you didn't do something, all right, and now all of a sudden I'm getting in trouble for it when you should have known to do it, and you already had that conscious mind. For example, one time we had these logs. I'm going to be very subtle with it because, I don't want to give away where I work. But we had these logs that have to be changed, and we get graded on it and tested on it from time to time. We'll have, secret shoppers or secret callers and stuff like that. And people that try to find out certain information about the business, the company, or certain, different things. And you're supposed to update it, all right, every single day, all right, or you're supposed to double check, make sure it's not under a deadline. And this guy didn't do it, and then I got hit with a secret shopper, man, a secret, on a phone call, and they thankfully, call all you how about me how shy, I didn't get in trouble for it. Because they knew, I told my boss, they're like, I was like, hey, we failed. And he's like, I'm like, but that's because the thing was not updated. And he's like, what the fuck? Any Asian guy, insert his name, should have known to do that. Don't even worry about it. And then even the district leader, our regional management team, was like, she was there when it happened. She's like, I'm not going to write, so-and-so up, me. Because he did what he was supposed to do. The person that was before him did not do what they were supposed to do. Okay? So, that's a situation like that. If something like that happened, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna rat out and be like, he should have been fucking doing his job because now it's falling on me. And what? Because that was part of his job and he didn't do it. And it's making me look bad because he didn't do his job. Yeah, I'll call that out. But I'm not gonna be like nitpicky and shit and be like, he was on his phone. I saw him on his phone. He's not supposed to be on his phone. He was on it. You should demote him. No. That's the shit that you try to dig a pit like that. Guess what? Verse 27, Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth the stone, it will return upon him. And guess what? As I was telling the story, a whole reason to correlate back to the scripture, because guess what? He's rolled all these stones on me because he doesn't like me, and it rolled stones on the manager because he was battling the manager for the management position, the head manager. All right, what do you call it? Like the store leader, the store management. All right, and he was battling him for it, and doing all these different things. And there was some information about my boss that from his past that a lot of people would not care for in the world. Not that he did anything wrong, but he put that out there, the Asian guy, to see if this guy would get fired and if he could try to get it. And look, he didn't play nice, and guess what? Now he's at a point where he didn't get the store leader or store management position. He lost his favoritism. He used to be cool with the regional team management leader. Burnt his bridges with her. Now she's talking about demotion, all right? And they're talking about demotion for him, okay? And also, I have privileges that he doesn't have because of how dishonorable he's been and how slacking. And he's been being caught being rude with customers now too, right? And so he doesn't even have access to the management email. The management email is technically only supposed to be accessed by the main manager. But you know what? By being reputable, and I'm not bigging myself up. I don't want to see it that way. By being reputable, by being honest, I've been given access to that. And that shows you, and I'm just giving this not to big myself up or anything. I'm giving this, if you walk honestly, brothers and sisters, and you want that position, and you pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you will get it. All right, you have to have faith that you're going to get it, because all these people that keep on trying to roll stones on you, that talk shit on you, and they got promoted before you, and they did this, keep on praying and keep having faith, and don't let it get you to the point where you try to do the same things that they did. And I know you're going to have a ninja moment, all right, in your head. You're going to have them. You're like, man, I should go over here and I should say this, and this, because he's doing this wrong. He's doing this wrong. I should blow it up. I should let this know. I should peep game on his ass. I should uncover some dirt on his ass. Don't do that. All right, because the Lord, that's revenge, and the Lord, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, all right, as the scriptures say. And all right, and the other scripture is, he that revenges shall find vengeance. You don't want that, okay? Hold it out for the long run. Just wait. Chill. The Lord's going to do his thing, all right? And use my story as an example, because look, this guy's looking into getting a demotion, all right? And I thoroughly believe, call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai, may it happen, that this guy's going to lose his job, okay? Because it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And I also think that when he loses his job, his little fucking troglodyte-ass buddy is probably going to go with him. And that's what you got to have faith, man. These people that try to cause your downfall, realize you are in this truth. You are a member of the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, a member of the elect. Okay? You're a hopeful elect member. You're hoping on for that election. The Lord's not going to let these people get away with it. At the end of the day, you're Jacob too, at the end of the day, man. And as long as if you're not a 2/3, that means you must be a part of the elect. And if you're a part of the elect, oh boy, is it going to be bad for these people that try to cause your downfall. It's going to be bad. All those stones that they rolled, going to roll back on them. All those pits that they dug, they're going to fall into. And I got one more we're going to close out. Lord willing, I told that story. Lord willing, if any of you brothers or sisters are going through something like that, it's edifying, and not to give up, man. The Lord's got you. And I was down. I was so upset, man, and pissed off. I would come home, rant to my wife, and be upset and rant to customers that I was cool with, and workplace quote unquote friends that are people I was cool with that I know that wouldn't spread that shit. And I would rant to them. They're like, man, that's bullshit. And a lot of those people have since left because one reason or another, they didn't like the bullshit that was going on, or they found better opportunities elsewhere. And I hung on, man. Because, look, it's a decent job. It's easy for what it is. And, I'm like, look, I'm not going to let this get me down. Look, the Lord's going to pay these people back for all this fucking evil that they're doing and trying to cast on me, man. And, look, it's happening. The people that have done it, gone. The manager that had an issue with me, gone. The little small hat bitch that had issues with me that in my lessons you used to hear about me talk about and complain. And I said, I wish terrible things would happen to her, gone. Tried to come back. Guess what? On good terms with my manager now. All right, remember I told you about being trustworthy and reputable? Not boasting, not bragging. Guess what? He said, what do you think about bringing her back? I said, I would not recommend it. I had issues with her. She was rude. And guess what? She didn't come back. Hold strong, man, and believe in the Lord. He's not going to let you down. And again, I don't want to make it seem in any way if I sounded prideful or boastful. May Yahweh Shem Yahushai forgive me, and may you brothers forgive me as well. That's not how I'm just saying. It's for a spirit booster. Just know the Lord will come back and get these people out of here, man. All the people that had issues with me, gone. All right? You got 2 of them now, because you got to go through a little bit of hell. All right? Got to go through a little bit of hell. But just know, man, the Lord's got you, okay? And all these devils that are trying to try to do things, I didn't even expect this lesson to turn into like a spirit booster like this, but hey, that's the way the Spirit had it. Just know the Lord's going to pay these people back, man. The Lord will, let's get one right here. I got to get the search. It's not shall not go unpunished. It's man, how's it go? Oh, it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna see. Let me see. Yeah, it is. It is that. What am I doing? The wicked shall not go unpunished. Yeah. Here it is. I don't know why I didn't bring up Proverbs. I think I put shall not go, and it should be shall not be unpunished. I think that's what did it. So Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. And you can use this for, in your day-to-day life as well, because, that's talking about, in the end days, these devils are going to get it. But guess what? These devils are going to get it in all sorts of ways, man. They're these curses, like the brothers say, they're starting to get a taste of them. All right, things aren't working out like they used to get. All right, they didn't used to have all this shit happen to them, and now they're losing their mind. And it's fucking hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. It's a laughing matter. Ha 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 ha. Esau. All right, that's how we think. All right, you suffering through the same shit we've suffered. Ha ha. It's like Dave Chappelle on that joke. Now they're going through the fentanyl addiction. Hang in there, whites. Just say no. We don't care, man. After all the shit, that you've done to us, you think we're going, oh no, a bunch of rich white people or rich Edomites are going through some hard times. Oh no. Man, our whole lives have been hard. The fuck you talking about? Over here, we're going through a hard time. Our whole life has been a hard time. You're over here having some hard time. Stop doing drugs. Stop. Just say no. Put the dope down. God damn. Meanwhile, you're over here rich. My rich kid, he crashed his Lamborghini. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me mourn and have so much grief. Fucking hell. Buy a new kid. God damn. Obadiah 15. This is where we're going to close out. Where we're going. Obadiah 15 all the way. Just 15. All right. It says... All right, and this is a great one to close out with, too. Call all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I forgot I had this one. Obadiah 15, and Obadiah 1 and 15, of course. Obadiah just 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And if you would like, you can go ahead and read down even further. But Esau is an untrustworthy snake that will get what's coming to him. All right, that will change it. Esau is an untrustworthy snake that will get what's coming to him. That's what, call all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through the Spirit. That's the full name. A little long, but that's what it needs to be. Esau's an untrustworthy snake that will get what's coming to him. And all those people that behave like that, even you Jakes that are behaving like that in an Edomite-like spirit, an Edomite-like fashion, trying to throw people down to get ahead, guess what? Lord's coming for that ass. And it ain't going to be good, because that's not elect behavior, man. As an elect, you sit here, you take what you got to go through, all right? You suffer, all right? You suffer in silence. You curse them, weigh it through the Spirit. You do not revenge back. You don't try to cause them any harm, and you just wait, and the Lord will help you out. Okay, don't be like an Edomite. Okay, act like Yahushua would act, not how an Edomite would act. So that's the lesson. We're gonna go ahead and close out there. Lord, when it was edifying, again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to your brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing.